Hi everyone, here I am going to talk about how we can generate unit test cases for any Java code. So we know unit testing involves the testing of each unit or an individual component of the software application. So writing unit test cases manually takes too much time. So here I am going to talk about a tool called Diffblue, so which helps developer to write unit test cases very fast. So this tool works in like both IDE. If I talk about like IntelliJ, it also works in IntelliJ and in Eclipse also. Okay, so but in this video I am going to use IntelliJ IDE only because in IntelliJ this Diffblue tool is available in free version, but in Eclipse we need to purchase the license version. However, for IntelliJ also there is paid version is available with some extra features. I'll talk about that feature okay in further. So first I'll show you how to install this tool in IntelliJ, then I'll show you how to generate the unit test cases with the help of this tool. So this is my IntelliJ screen. Okay, so here if you can see here, I import a project called Spring Pet Clinic project, which is available in here in GitHub. This is my blog. So that project you can download from here, like official GitHub account of Spring. So here, from here I download this project, Spring Pet Clinic. Okay, and I import that in my IntelliJ. So this is the project, and when you import this project in test folder you can find like these test cases are already written, like validator test, owner controller test, in service some service tests are written already, and in system there is some crash controller. These are already written. So what I did only I just download that project, extract and import here. Okay, so let me show you what is the tool first. Okay, so how to install that tool. So first you go to your file section. Okay, from there you need to go this setting option. Okay, from this setting just go to this plugin section. In this plugin section okay, when it open just type Diffblue. Okay, so in my so here you can find Diffblue cover. Okay, create complete JUnit test with AI. So with the help of AI, this plugin is going to write unit test cases. Okay, and in this you can read this one, like it support JUnit 4 and JUnit 5, means this plugin write unit test cases in JUnit 4 and JUnit 5 version. Okay, and okay, also it is showing like there are some different editions. See the pricing page, means some paid version of this, it is saying like some paid version of this plugin is also available. But when you first install this now, this is like community edition of this Diffblue, it is free. Okay, and it is saying like some prerequisites, it is supported in Java 8 or Java 11. Okay, and other things. Okay, so when you come here, when you install this, when it is installed completely, it asks you to restart your IntelliJ IDE. So in my case I am already installed and restarted my IntelliJ. For you, when you install this, you need to start your IntelliJ. Okay, so I click OK here. So when that tool is installed now, so in navigation bar you can see here before window button there is Diffblue icon is coming. Okay, and also in footer area here you can see the Diffblue cover. So I'm explain one by one both of the okay, so here you can find all the things like write test, write skeleton test, change setting. So what is the important for us? So when you install now, just see your license information first. So it is retrieving our license information. First it is saying I already checked. Okay, it is right 3 test cases, but it gives you 200 test cases, means you can write 200 test cases in a day. Okay, and it automatically reset next day. Okay, and this is fine. Also here is one option called activate license. If you go here, no, it asks you to activate license when you purchase none other edition. Okay, means like you purchase some standard edition, okay, then you need to activate from here, but I'm using here community edition, so no need to activate this one. Okay, also other one is there is called change setting. So in this area you find like in which version you want to write your unit test cases. So always select auto detect, means when you create a project, okay, in the POM file you add some jars of unit test, okay, unit test jar, JUnit jar you are adding in POM file. So always select auto detect option. Maybe you added JUnit 4 version or JUnit 5, so don't touch this part. Okay, also when you go down here, no, in test naming you find like how this plugin is going to generate test cases with the what is the class name. So it is going to generate the class name like class name, and after that class name it is going to add this test keyword. Okay, not keyword but test word. Okay, also method name, it start from test, okay, and inner class name and method name. Also it is fine. So I recommend don't touch anything here. Okay, don't try to modify anything from here. Okay, only you can modify like I suggest only modify this one. Okay, like in your organization if they follow like test keyword before the class name, then you can put this test cut from here and put before the $sign, and you can save this and okay. So whenever your test case is going to generate first test, means I'll show you here. Okay, so this, see this this validator class test. Okay, so test is coming after the class name, but what I changed test name before. So whenever I generate the test case, the test keyword is come before the class name. Okay, so other thing is like when you install this plugin now, so this is the test package. So come to the main package. So in this main package there is some class, so just open. So when you install this Diffblue now, so in the getter area you can find this jar symbol with plus icon. Okay, so this means when you find like jar symbol with plus icon, means for that class you can generate unit test cases. If I click here now, it will generate the test cases for all the three method. If and also before this method you can see the jar with plus icon. So if you click this icon, it will generate test case only for this one. If you click in for the class label, it will generate test cases for all the method. Okay, and here you can see I'll show you. I'm in the model package, so it is here already validator test is written. Okay, so base entity, name entity, ampersand, for these classes test cases are not written. So I'm going to generate a test case for this one. Okay, so just open base entity. Also base entity is open, so I'll click here. Okay, and it start writing test cases. So now see in the footer part, div cover is activated and it is saying like it is okay, here it is failed. Why? Unsupported Java version I'm using 18, and it is recommended use Java 8, 16, 11. So don't worry, just go to your file, go to setting, and just come here. If this happen with you, just follow what I'm doing here. Okay, so check like it is Springboot Clinic is using Java 1.8, but just use it here. Just check here and apply and okay. Also one thing we need to check once more time. See SDK 18, I have to use like what, Java 8. So I know in my system there is no Java 8, so I have to download JDK. So go no, come back, go here, sorry, go here and add SDK, click on add SDK, download JDK, and I have to check download Java 8. So click on 1.8 and download this Amazon Corretto. So I click on this one and apply and OK. So you can see this in here in the right bottom. It is Java 1.8 is installing, so I have to wait for until it is installed. So let's wait. Okay, until it is when okay, so until it is installing, let me discuss something here. Okay, so what happened, why it is disabled? Okay, let's install this one first. Okay, so until it is installing, I'll take back to you Diffblue page. Okay, so this is the official page of Diffblue. So here like icon, no, I just icon. So I'm going to talk about this icon. So whenever like in the gutter section, okay, you find like this icon, jar icon with plus symbol before any method, means for that method or that class test Diffblue is able to write or generate test case. If it is coming like this, means Diffblue is not going to generate test case. Generally this icon comes like when there is a private method, so Diffblue is not going to write unit test case for the private method, and also other sign. Okay, so when this icon is come, also for this one Diffblue is not going to generate any test cases also. So this is like it is indexing. This is a icon like when when you are start writing, it is showing like okay, this is indexing, and when this icon come, like it is a Diffblue is writing your test cases. So let me check. Yeah, it is come downloaded now. So here so here you can see for this method it is going to, not this method, this class. So for this class it is going to generate test cases for all these three methods. Okay, so I'm going to click on here. So you can see in the footer part Diffblue cover is activated and it is preparing our class to generate the test case. Okay, so it is preparing. Okay, first it will take a little bit of time, but it is not going to take much time. One thing like I'm going to share one thing more for the main method. Okay, for any Java class, for any main method, it is not going to generate test case. Okay, so here you can see indexing is complete, and here you can see it is writing the test cases. So get id is here, is new is here, and set id. Why it is coming like here, and the order of this first get id, then set id, then is new. Okay, but here you can see first get id is new and set id is in the last. Why? Because Diffblue always follow alphabetical order. Okay, so it generate the test cases, first it arrange in the alphabetical order, then it will start writing the unit test cases. So here you can see one test case is written, and here in the test package you can see test base entity is created. Because why it is created like this test base entity? Because we change the setting and we put test keyword before the class name. So just click here, or you can click here also, it will take back to you here. Okay, so see test case is generated for test base entity. Okay, it is generated for is new method also. See, it is generated 2 times for the new method. Why it is generated 2 times? But okay, let me open this in other window. I split this and base entity. Okay, so why it is generating some like here is only one new method. but it is generating two new method. Why? Because sometimes Diffblue, what happen, it is doing like it is split the code in some scenarios, and on the basis of that scenario it will generate the test cases. Okay, so here you can see the constructor, and the constructor it check getter and setter. Basically this get id and set id is a getter setter. So in Diffblue, one thing, whenever like this is very important, okay, just listen carefully. So mostly here this is model class, and for the model class here Diffblue is writing unit test cases, but I observed most of the time what happened, for the most of the time for the model classes or bean classes, okay, Diffblue is unable to write test cases, okay, unable. But here it is writing very good, but in the production it is failing to write unit test cases for what model classes, but it is write unit test cases very quickly for service, your service layer, for your DAO layer, for your controller layer also, for exception class also. Okay, for these classes Diffblue is 100% generating your test cases. Some exception scenario like where it is not writing unit test cases, where there is in a code, okay, some input output is required frequently, for that case it is going to fail. Okay, or like a method, there is a public method which is calling some private method from other classes or other packages, for that case also in some scenario it is failing. Okay, but most of the time it is going to generate the test cases. Okay, so here you can see it is generate, and if I check the but coverage, so how to check coverage, so just not here buddy, click on the right, it is cover 100%, it is going to cover 100%. so here you can see see all test cases are passed, and where is the coverage? Okay, here is the coverage. So see, for base entity it is 100%. Let me, what is the limitation for this community edition I am using now? So when you click in this model now, and when I try to write unit test, so what, see, it is not going to generate unit test because it is 2 scope. So if you, there is like here it is like some 3 or 4 classes now. So when you are in working, when you are working and when you are in production, there is lots of classes like 20, 50, 60 classes, and by clicking single classes and generating test cases, it is take time. Okay, so when you are using this community edition, you need to go one by one classes, but when you purchase the license of this Diffblue now, like some standard edition, okay, then you can generate the test case for the package also, for the project also. Okay, so here you can generate like test cases like this. Okay, here I am not going to generate all the test cases for all the classes. So like this you can generate the unit test cases, and whatever I know about this Diffblue I tell you about, I already discussed everything. And one thing more, like there is some community forum, okay, community support forum for this plugin. You can make contact, what, okay, Firefox is open. So okay, not here it is also some plug community, where it is community page of this community, let's type community community forum. So in this community forum you can make contact with the developers of Diffblue. You can, where it is here, so here you can find lots of discussion. Okay, you can check this community form. If you have some query, then you can make contact with Diffblue team. They will reply within 1 or 2 hours. Okay,